Hi everyone. This presentation consists of 4 short videos that delve into phenomena that help us understand how the brain works in regards to how we sense, perceive, and think about the sounds that come through our ears. This presentation exists in the realm of cognitive psychology, a subfield of psychology that deals with the intricacies of the mind and how our attention, memory, thoughts, and complex mental functions shape our daily life experiences. In this first video, let's jump into the realm of speech and the fascinating effect of repetition on speech and speech alone. Let's start by watching this short video I will play now. Listen to the sounds closely and think about what you hear.
The sounds as they appear to you are not only different from those that are really present, but they sometimes behave so strangely as to seem quite impossible. But they sometimes behave so strangely, they sometimes behave so strangely, sometimes behave so strangely.
Try it.
Sometimes behave so strangely.
Go ahead.
Sometimes behave so strangely. 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 So strangely. So strangely. So strangely. So strangely.
So did you hear the melody?
Yeah. So strange.
Was she ever really singing though?
No.
So why do you think it happened?
Now this illusion, the speech-to-song illusion is what it's called, points out and highlights something astounding about the brain and how we experience life and how we hear and listen to sounds and label sounds. Right? So is something speech? Is something song? That audio clip, Sometimes Behave So Strangely, was the same exact sound each time. So you sensed the same exact thing. Same exact sound was coming through your ears into your brain, but you perceived it perhaps differently. About 80% of the population, based on research studies, right, estimated around 80%, actually hear and have this illusion impact them. So if you did, think about how fascinating that is, that the same exact thing, if you repeat it, can just change in your brain. Like you can actually hear it differently. So reasons why this may be, some include parts of our brain that are responsible for speech perception are similar to areas responsible for music perception. Right? So when you repeat speech, it's as if those areas of your brain that help you hear music start to kind of highlight and activate and take over in a way your awareness and your consciousness, and your perception starts to morph into somewhat of a musicalized version, in this case speech turning to song. You might even feel that urge to bob your head or dance or move in some way that's also involved in music perception, the motor activation. So let's jump now into a similar but perhaps even more unbelievable illusion, one that doesn't just look at speech, but any sound at all. We take a few examples and show you guys, but you can perhaps apply this to anything in your life. So let's look at the next video here.